So I was talking to my friend, and he said the reason why men are not marrying women like they used to is because there are no wives left. I said, what are you talking about? There's 100 millions and billions of women. Pick one. He said, no, yeah, there's women and there's hoes out here, but there are no wives left. I was like, what? He's like, you guys don't want to be wives. You guys want the title of a wife, but you do not want to be wives. I will further explain by what he meant by that, but do you guys agree?
Absolutely. Hey, Dylan,
I
would you
agree.
be quiet, fatty? You can't talk. Jess,
Whoa.
Jess,
You
you
better
got to
watch
mute
your mouth.
Ron D first. Ron D, go ahead.
I didn't hear anything. I'm sorry. Somebody left.
Reason why marriage is declining. Are there no wives left?
They were speaking wife. You couldn't hear it.
I feel like
Wait, let Ron D go first. Y'all, we gotta do one mic because y'all watching each other all out.
I feel like she's telling the truth. Like, it ain't a lot of women out here left. Like, the ones that's married are married. There's a lot of women that think they're supposed to be married and they don't bring shit to the table. They always talk about what you need to do for me, what I need, everything, just everything. Like, I feel like she's telling the truth.
Okay. Just Bernie, you're muted.
Sure, Charles.
Yeah, most women want the wedding. We have heard this statement before. They just want the wedding to put on social media for everyone else, but they don't want to be wives. And also, being a wife is a skill. It's not a thing of I just want to get married. No, it's a skill. Somebody has to teach you. But if you grew up in a single mother household who was never a wife, who's going to teach you how to be a wife? So men are catching up to that and like, you know what? I want a woman who's willing to do their wifely duties, not after the wedding and now they don't want to be a wife.
Charleston White had the perfect video that would fit so perfect into this. And we wonder why there's no women or wifeable women, but a lot of that has to do with men. I'm gonna quote him. Charleston White was like, we get our women, we don't treat them good, we cheat on them, we don't do stuff for them, we complain about them, we do X, Y, and Z. And then you wondering why we got a whole lot of quote unquote hoes and stuff out here because y'all are literally like they're literally becoming y'all. And he was basically saying that some women are a competition to that man, and that we're really just exhibiting the same behavior that's being bled into us. So if y'all want more wives, then men have to work toward being better men, better leaders, faithful men, men about something, men about purpose, and then you will. It's crazy that a lot of men talk about it's not a lot of wifeable women. Whole time, sir, you're not even a husband. You don't even exhibit husband qualities. Nothing about you.
How would you know?
Yeah, you can say so I'm not too sure where to find that particular clip that Charleston White did talk about a similar topic to this, but I think he was head on with it.
Hey, Jess, when men try to get you better, y'all don't listen. Like I said before, stop wearing wigs. No. Stop wearing lashes. No. Cook better. No. Like, men actually want you to get better, man.
Maddie, if your woman came around you looking like
Just 1 second. Men are begging y'all to close your legs. All men in sound are saying, please don't get run through, and you guys know what to do. Y'all literally ignore us. So if you ignore everything we say, why are we putting the blame on men when I tell you do this shit and you say no because my body, my choice, I can do better all by myself? Like, it's your fault. You want to.
But I think it was legal to.
Jess, I mean, she looks okay. She looks good. I mean, I'll admit I've told her that. But she's the biggest feminist. Even when it's about women, she found a way of blaming men. Oh, but men are not husbands. Okay, we're not talking about men right now. We're talking about our women wives. You know, she didn't even talk about that, you know what? Okay, I agree. Some women are not wives. Maybe we should find a solution. No, she ran to just blame men. But men are not husbands. Okay? Men would be husbands if you didn't require every man to be 6 feet and ask every man to make 6 figures. Maybe just maybe we would want to be husbands. But how can we be husbands? We have to get on our one knee to propose to you. How can I propose to you if you don't show any wifely characteristics? How can I propose to you if you're already showing me you don't want to be a wife? How can I propose to you if you're telling me you don't cook, you don't clean because marriage is slavery? How, Jess? How? I get it, you're a feminist, but please just try to be uh honest for once.
Ready?
I think it was, in my opinion, I think it starts when we're kids. Like, I think that we're not technically raised to be wives. I think women, when we're little girls, we're taught to what a guy should do for us and what a guy should do for you and treat us like a princess and do this and find a man who's going to treat you like a queen and a wife. But we're not taught to what we need to do for men in order to become wives. I don't think a lot
Facts.
of women are teaching their daughters how to become wives. And I
Their
think
mamas
Facts.
wasn't wives.
A lot of them not wives.
Exactly.
Their mamas wasn't wives.
And I'm going ahead and even that too.
And if we're being honest, like, I'll speak for myself, like, I wasn't taught that growing up. And not that my mom was a horrible mom, she was a single mom, and she didn't teach me what I should do for a man or what would require me to be a wife one day. She didn't teach me that. And my mom passed when I was 18, so I'm navigating through life pretty much by myself, learning as I go. So I've had to do that, and the older that I've gotten, I realize that men are very simple. Men are not like us. We require way more than dudes do. And it's like, once I kind of started realizing, I'm gonna be honest, I was single for a very long time. And once I realized that it was not that hard to actually get a great guy, not just a guy, but a great guy. So it's like, if I have a child, I want to teach my daughter certain things when she's young, because I feel like that matters. Like, a father can teach a girl certain things, but I think it's the mother's duty to teach their daughter what they need to present themselves as trying to be a wife one day. That's
Jess, you see that? This is what you call a woman taking accountability. Jess, the woman above you, Brittany, shout out to Brittany, man. A round of applause. Jess, that is how a woman takes accountability. She agreed that she was not taught how to be a wife, and that's okay. The first step in being a better person is taking accountability, being self-aware that, hey, listen, my mom didn't teach me how to be a wife. Now, RIP to her mom. She said the mom's passed away when she was 18. But if you are not taught to be a wife, Jess, you don't have to blame men. Like, if I was not taught how to be a husband, I'm not going to blame women, because women have nothing to do with me being a husband. It's either I have husband qualities or I don't. So I have to look within and figure out how to learn. Jess, that's how you man, guys, put the fire emojis down below in the comments for Brittany. Shout out to Brittany, man.
Is it wife and husband, or is it marriage values? I think we get so warped up in the gender aspects of wife and husband, we don't introduce the prospects and the importance of marriage and that locked in foundation, and where the teaching of the young girls about the importance of marriage and family, those type of values are already included, and vice versa for men. So men make wives, right? Women can't just marry themselves, and you want to give men the incentive on why they should be seeking marriage and wanting to have wives. So I think it kind of goes both ways. You have to introduce the importance of marriage and family in the first place, and those things will kind of fall through. Otherwise,
Let me say,
I'll go ahead and say, like, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Yeah, thank you. So look, as a married man, right? I'm married. I've had a girlfriend at the same time. As a guy who wants multiple wives, right? Like everything I do is out and open in public, right? That's what I mean when I say I'm that nigga. That's why I'm not going back and forth with a nigga like Fatty. He's so goddamn.
Do you share? Do you sit on the corner and watch?
Here's the thing. Like, legitimately, as a young man who is looking for, I'm old, I'm not young. As a man who is looking for multiple, it's like you go out in the place, and you're like, bro, a lot of these women are combative, they're argumentative, they don't cook, they're not complimentary. You know what I'm saying? They're competitive. And to me, I don't even have a problem with a masculine woman. Like, to me, when a woman is successful in corporate and she's getting her money, I applaud her, because that means that you're not a loser. You know what I'm saying? It means that you've been able to accomplish some shit. Now, most men don't know how to then take that woman and like get her to calm the fuck down and be like, hey, baby, like, I know you're
Nah, bro. We're not doing that. Men are not trying to handle no women, because this gonna go into the whole thing where women say, oh, a real man can handle a strong woman. No. Men don't wanna have to handle nothing. Like, if a man is already handling the world, fighting the world, he doesn't want to come home to handle a grown adult. He doesn't want to come home to handle a masculine woman. Bro, put that on you. The Kingmaker, If you want to handle a masculine woman, if you want to deal with her emotions and going back and forth with you, that's on you. But the majority of men out here are not trying to go back and forth with a masculine woman, teach her how to be nice to him, how to be soft and feminine. No, 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 no. The same way women don't want to have to teach men how to be providers, don't want to have to teach men how to make money. Men are not trying to deal with masculine women to teach them how to be nice and soft or feminine or submissive. No, we ain't doing that.
Like
No,
that in the workplace. But when you with me, when you with daddy, calm that shit down. I got enough
no,
masculinity for the both of us.
You know,
nah.
you can't turn it out. Like the problem is they don't listen. Like they wear hair on top of their hair.
Facts.
They listen.
They put
You
no,
that
they
nigga.
don't.
They
Facts.
listen to
Nails
that
on
nigga.
their
They
nails.
listen, I'm telling you, they just don't listen for
They
most
draw
people.
eyebrows on their eyebrows. Bro,
Facts.
they don't know what the fuck they got going on. But
Lashes.
then I tell you they want leadership, and then like go shut the fuck up. It's 7 good women in this planet, bro. They scattered all over like fucking Dragon Balls. Because you got to find them. You got to think, bro. When you
Facts.
just really break it down, like bro, the game's so fucked up right now. I had to tell my wife. I said, bro, if we ever divorce, I'm just gonna reapply as your boyfriend and work our way back up. Because these hoes are trash. They don't listen. You telling me
Yeah,
you don't listen?
Facts.
You don't listen.
Facts.
Like
No,
we want the idea
no,
of marriage,
real.
the
Like, bro,
duty that it takes to be married. A lot of women don't want to abide by the duty of marriage. It's like
Mhm.
it sounds
you,
good,
you
looks
want the
good,
game.
but marriage is a duty and it's also a business. So it's like there's a leader in the household when you're married, and nowadays women are the leader in their own household. So stepping into a relationship and trying to get married, they don't know how to shift that power to the man. They still feel like they are in power, and it's not easy. But that's
because they are.
I actually disagree. The whole thing of I don't know how to be. Yeah, I'm actually even gonna eat my words for a second. You know when women say, "Oh, I've been the leader of my house. I've had to work and pay for my bills. I've had to work and pay for my kids and take care of my kids because there's no man in the house. I'm a single mom, so I do this all by myself. I have to be a boss, so it's tough for me to become feminine." I disagree because how is it that you know what you want in a man? You know you want a provider. You know you have a list of requirements you have for a man, but for some reason you don't know how to be feminine to a man. You don't know how to be submissive to a man. That's why I don't buy that shit. If you can list everything a man should do for you, you should be able to have the same intellect to list everything a man expects from you or everything you're going to do for a man. Because I believe they don't want husbands. They just want men to pay their bills. They want providers. That's all they want.
You know why? This is the thing, right? Let me just say one thing real quick, because they are, and hey, I'm not trying to make this personal. I love y'all, but the fact that Dalen was saying that these women are not ready to get married, and then I click on your IG and his titties popping, ass popping, bending on fours, and all that.
Why? I don't have any. So that's a lie. I can never say what I don't have.
Wait.
I'm about to
Are
go
you
look.
are you sure about that? Are you really sure about that? I just want to make sure about it.
I've been told all my life, Dalen, you have a pancake, not a pound cake. And I think I just started
So,
to listen and maybe people
Are you? Hey, I'll give you another chance to rebuttal. Are you sure about that?
if I have any ass,
No, like you have
If you
features
butt naked on your
like
Instagram,
banded on. No, you have pictures banded on fours with ass and titties popping out. You are on the strip club on a stripper pole doing some
that is
crazy.
not the strip club. I had a pole dancing class and also a yoga aerial arts class. And yes, pole dancing.
But that's great. Like you see, no. But you see what I'm saying? This is like y'all can give us even the bare minimum. A married woman shouldn't be
No,
posting.
because if I was a pole dance instructor or I
So
could be.
now that you have a husband and you're not the pole dancer instructor anymore, why not delete the
you don't have a husband. You got a trick.
I think if my man was to propose to me now and he said, you know what, I don't think I want you to be a pole dance instructor because of so much of the politics are around it.
How are you going to be promoted if you don't stop doing it?
Exactly. It's like they want to have all the sexy photos on Instagram. Like, oh my God, this doesn't make sense. did you guys catch what she said? She said she will, until she get a husband, she will keep the sexy photos on Instagram. But mom, the so-called potential husband is gonna look at your Instagram before he proposes. Now you're giving him a chance not to propose to you. Because compare, a man finds a woman with Instagram and she doesn't have sexy photos of herself, naked photos of herself on Instagram, and then he has another woman who has sexy photos on Instagram. Which woman is he likely to propose to for marriage? It's probably going to be the woman who doesn't have those sexy photos. But this woman is saying when she finds the husband, when he proposes, then she will delete the photos. But at that time, it's too late. So instead of trying to promote yourself as a wife by putting out the wifely qualities, you're waiting for someone to propose to you so you can start showing that you will be a good wife. That's backwards to me.
If I'm one second. If I'm no, let me ask you a question. If I'm your boyfriend and I'm seeing all these pictures you posting like a single woman, why would I promote you? Why are you waiting for me to propose for you to delete it? Shouldn't you delete
Exactly.
it right now?
Because that's your perception. Because you see, I'm not dating the master. I'm not dating the panel. You see, I live in
See,
real
she
life.
doesn't
I don't
get
live
it.
in virtual
You have
reality.
a picture of your booty popping out.
There's a difference between pole dancing class and actually being a stripper. Now, if I was a stripper and he was like, "Hey,
They
I
don't
don't think
get
I
it.
can be with you because you're a stripper," then that's understandable. But there's a difference between having fun and posting that fun online because he knows who I am and what I am.
No. There's.
Oh my
I know he
God.
knows who you are, right? And that's totally fine. That's totally fine. You are not dating me, like you said, right? But
That is correct, Daddy.
if you are like, how are you out of the market? How are you yourself out of the market when you have pictures like these?
Because nothing is showing. Like that's an awful.
Oh my God, look at this photo. And she's, you see, ladies, this is why men just stop complaining about it. This is why men just stop telling you about yourself. Because she thinks this photo is okay to put on Instagram because she's single. She thinks men should accept this kind of photo. I hope you guys can see it. It's not as clear, but all she's doing is what most women do on Instagram. You know, the pose where they bend over and like they show their booty. Like when a man sees this, he doesn't see a wife. When a man sees this, he sees, how can I get to clap them cheeks from the back? That's what most men are gonna see. No man is gonna see this and he says, I can't wait to make this woman my wife. That is the truth. But she's saying this is okay and men should accept this. This is crazy.
Look at those legs.
Are you serious?
We can away from the topic, Fatty. Let's stick on topic.
That's great.
No, so everybody can see my legs.
Why men don't get married? No. This is why the marriage is declining. There's no.
We are cooked.
Let me finish. And
Let's consider white qualities, Fatty.
no, but you, no, 1 second. And this is and this is light. What I'm saying is that look at the prompt. Reason why marriage are declining, no wives left. Because even women that are married or want to be married are posting like hoes,
Yes.
are talking like hoes,
Facts.
are walking like hoes, and then are saying, why don't I get a husband? The husband that you get that respects this type of shit is the husband that nobody respects. Respectfully. So if you got it, you got it.
If you complain, like I don't, because I don't need to complain, because I know when I come out of the house, when I leave the house and I come back, that the lights are on, the bills are paid, the food is in the fridge, I'm getting my cheeks clapped, I'm fine.
You found the stuff.
See? It's all the independent mindset. Everything you just said, oh, I got my bills paid, I got my lights on, I get my cheeks clapped. So why would a man want to marry this kind of woman? And I don't mean to call her out personally because I don't want to do personal attacks, but she just gave us an example of what men have to deal with. She's literally saying, I got my bills paid, I don't need a husband, so I'm going to show my ass on Instagram. And then when men talk about it, they're like, no, you got to accept it. It's like, how come you want me to accept you being sexy on Instagram, but you don't want to accept me making $50,000? Right? Anyway, man, what do you guys think about that? Shout out to Anton Daniels. This was a good show. I hope you guys learned something. It's crazy dating out here. We are cooked.